I'm Pam, I'm 60 years old, and I love to hike. Today is hike number 13, and we are taking on Picacho Peak. This iconic mountain is in the middle of the desert, about halfway between Tucson and Phoenix, and is well known for its unique silhouette. There is Picacho Peak. It is about 6:15, so we're going to start it when it's pretty dark. Since September, this area has had over 9 inches of rain and is experiencing a rare spring superbloom, when wildflowers explode all over the area. We'll be hiking to the top along the Hunter Trail for a total distance of about 3 miles and 2,000 feet of elevation gain. The elevation profile is crazy, and the trail can go from flat to nearly vertical within a couple of steps. I use Google Earth to show you my routes, but this is one time that their topography is way off. The image has completely cut off the top of Picacho Peak and doesn't show the extremely steep climbs to the top. I've superimposed some photos with the diagrams so that you can at least see the general route. Wow, look at this lighting.
Trail goes right up that. Right up to the saddle. There.
Once you get to the saddle, you have to follow a steep downhill portion for quite a ways before you begin to climb. Technical challenge begins. So the CCC built this trail to serve as an aviation light at the top of Picacho Peak. Can you imagine building this trail? Oh my gosh. The view from the west slope of Picacho Peak is every bit as spectacular as the view from the eastern slope. And then you begin to climb. That is steep. On our way to the peak, a man passed us running the trail downhill. A while later, he passed us again going back up. When we stopped to chat, I discovered that he was 65 years old and training for his 15th Grand Canyon rim to rim to rim run.
Started in 1992. I brought all these sweet things, nothing regular food, and I literally bonked, but I made it. And since then, I've done it off and on 15 times.
That's right.
Well, number 1 goal running downhill, don't fall. Number 2, follow rule number 1.
Yes.
It is.
Like,
So
yeah.
I'm in training. So what I'm doing, I do 2 times up and down. On the second time down, then I start running.
Yeah.
So I do strength training up and down, obviously. And then I get that interval and a little bit of endurance training because I like to run.
What's your name?
My name is Freddie.
Freddie.
Yeah.
Hi, Freddie. I'm Pam.
Pam, nice to meet you. My dad brought me up here the first time when I was 5 years old. And he made me climb the cables. And I still remember that,
At
being
5.
scared at 5 years old.
I did my first time to the top on this. It was just a few months ago.
Ah, good for you.
This is part of my series.
It's a good routine.
So
It's gonna be awesome doing the rim to rim to rim.
oh yeah.
That'll be your first one?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
And then you'll never be the same.
The last portion of the climb is the part that has made the Picacho Peak Trail famous. However, the support cables installed by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s make the trail relatively safe. It's not as difficult as it looks, and is doable by anyone with a reasonable fitness level.
Burns?
It's a bit scary. We are at the top. Birds way below us. And look at this cliff.
That's the way to come up here.
So we just got to the top of Picacho Peak. It was a gorgeous day. We've actually missed most of the crowds. And we're gonna stop and have some lunch. And then it's time to start down again.
It's a stairway to heaven. I guess on the descent, it's a stairway to...
Yeah, the other place. And then back up. And finally down to the bottom. Did it! Picacho Peak.